What is up, you guys? It is Jess, and I haven't done a video like this in a very long time, but what I'm going to be talking about today is the exact reason why I should be talking about stuff even more. Those of you who know me will know that I am pretty much obsessed with a band called Stan Atlantic, and they had been hinting about some news for a little while now. I believe it was a couple months ago. They had finished up their full-length album that is set to be released. So they had been hinting at a lot of stuff, and they are currently in the United States getting ready to start the Peace and Panic tour with Neck Deep and Trophy Eyes. I'm actually going to that tour, so I hope it's going to be insane. You know, I really love Neck Deep and Trophy Eyes, especially with Trophy Eyes releasing their latest album, The American Dream. And now Stan Atlantic is going to be releasing an album at the end of October. I believe it is October 26th. They are going to be releasing a brand new album called Skinny Dipping. So last night Stan Atlantic had teased that they were going to be releasing a brand new song. This is completely different from the Sidewinder era, which was amazing. I will say so myself. But this is something completely different. This is coming off of their brand new album. And after they had released a song on Triple J, which is a streaming service in Australia, I ended up missing it because it was like midnight my time and I had to work the next day. But I was kind of bummed, so I pretty much sat all day today trying to figure out if I can find it anywhere. But so not only did they release a song today, they also made a huge announcement, and I am so incredibly proud of this band. Stan Atlantic has gotten signed to Hopeless Records, so they joined the ranks of, you know, their tour mates Neck Deep and Trophy Eyes, and I believe Waster is also on that record label as well. But they also joined some of my old favorite bands. I know at one time We Are the In Crowd, Yellow Card, Newfound Glory, Sum 41. They're joining the ranks of that record label. So Stan Atlantic doing that was it was one of my favorite things ever, because Hopeless Records is one of my favorite record labels, if not ever. So when I found that out of all labels that they got signed to, they got signed to Hopeless Records, I was over the moon. I literally saw the post about it and screamed at work. All of my coworkers were laughing at me about it. But honestly, I'm not mad, because this is incredibly amazing for Stan Atlantic to be. They've only been really out a year and kind of gotten their name out within the past year with Sidewinder. The first single off of Skinny Dipping is called Lavender Bones, not to be confused with Trophy Eyes, Lavender Bay, different band, same record label, but that's different. But I am such Stan Atlantic trash that I pre-ordered all of the merch, the vinyl, and the CD. So yeah, my bank account is not happy right now, but I don't care. So yeah, so with that pre-order, I ended up getting Lavender Bones, so I'm gonna hear it for the first time now. I waited until I downloaded it to hear it. So this is actually me listening to Lavender Bones for the very first time. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of like scared of what it's gonna be, because I pre-ordered this not listening to the song. So hopefully it lives up to what I expect. That was pop punk perfection, I would say. Just Bonnie's vocals really is amazing in that, like, really, like, some of the stuff that she does, like, she can hit the lower stuff, but then, like, just slide on into the high stuff with no problems whatsoever. Guitar, I mean, obviously, you know, you've got the backing, you know, a lot of palm muting. Of course, I'm a slut for a good palm mute, I will not lie. But just even then, some of the solo stuff going on, it sounds like it would be a little simple, but then again, like, it might not be, but that's got Potter written all over it. You can't deny that. Of course, the drums, you know, just some of the entrances and exits of, you know, those parts are just absolutely phenomenal. I don't know what to think. Yeah, that was a lot. That was almost too much for me to handle. But that, what a great return, Stand Atlantic, because I did not expect them to come out swinging that hard. I know there was a while back somebody had recorded a brand new song that they had played at some of their live shows, but I'm pretty positive that's not it. So that was a shock to everybody who thought that that was the song they were going to play. But honestly, if that's the way that this album is going to go, I do not regret pre-ordering it. But then again, like, you never know with this stuff. It's hit or miss. So if it continues like that, I will definitely be enjoying it. Like I said, I have nothing but great things about Hopeless Records to say. I'm super stoked that they were able to bring in such an amazing band. There's not a whole lot of female pop punk bands that I enjoy. Paramore was pretty much the first one, like I said. Other than that, it's usually a hit or miss with me. I really have to dive deep into a vocalist in order to fall in love with them. The first song I ever heard was Coffee at Midnight, and just the opening line of that song really brought me in. And then they released Sidewinder, which was an insane EP in itself, so I listened to that. It's only got 5 songs, but it's definitely something to dive into, especially if you want to know more about this band and what they kind of sound like. But then you hear Lavender Bones, and it's like, it's kind of a step above, I would say. Like, I almost like it more than I loved the entire Sidewinder EP, and that's saying a lot because I fucking love that EP, like, for real. So I was supposed to play Coffee at Midnight with Stand Atlantic if I ever got to see them live. I'm proud to say that at the end of September I will be flying home to Ohio, and I will be catching the Peace and Panic tour when it is in Cincinnati. So I will be seeing Neck Deep, Trophy Eyes, and Stand Atlantic. I'm really hoping that they'll keep their word and let me play Coffee at Midnight with them. I have been practicing, I promise. It is not as bad as what it was. But I honestly don't know if they would even let me on stage, to be honest. But yeah, I'm so happy that this band is getting the recognition they deserve, especially from a record label that I love and it's so near and dear to my heart. I know that this whole album, Skinny Dipping, is going to be insane, and I'm so excited, especially because it's coming at the end of next month, so I've only got to wait like little under 2 months, but I think it'll be worth it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely check out Stand Atlantic if you haven't already. I'm sure if you follow Hopeless Records, you've seen them at least once or twice. Oh, that was so good. That was that was pop punk all the way. Like, you can't deny that. So I'm really hoping, what I'm looking forward to on Skinny Dipping is maybe there's going to be some slower stuff, maybe some acoustic stuff, and try and mix it up a little bit, because the entire Sidewinder EP was a lot of power chords, not really any slow stuff. So I'm really hoping that they bring a little bit of everything to the table, and if the album is anything like Lavender Bones is, then we have an amazing thing on our hands. You definitely know me. I pre-ordered everything. I got all of the merch because I am Stand Atlantic trash. We know this. This isn't anything new. But yeah, I really hope I do get to play with them on stage. If they let me play on stage with them, I think it'll be definitely a confidence booster. And I think my mom's coming, so that's great. So we'll see. Yeah, if there's nothing else, I'm Jess. See you later.